Hello, I'm Jeff Sachs, Professor of Sustainable Development at Columbia University, and also Special Advisor to United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on the Sustainable Development Goals. I wish I could be with you at this important meeting that you're holding. I'm in Asia right now, but delighted to join you briefly by video. The initiative on sustainable insurance of UNEP and Munich Re's longstanding leadership in sustainability means that the topic that you're taking up, sustainable insurance for North America, is incredibly important. And as if we didn't know, of course, North America was bombarded by massive and crippling hurricanes this hurricane season, as well as by devastating forest fires in the U.S. Northwest and other hydrometeorological disasters that we know are coming with increasing intensity and frequency due to human-induced climate change. I've long believed that the insurance industry has a crucial role to play in getting us onto a path of sustainable development. The insurance industry for hundreds of years has been pioneering the most effective ways to address the risks of the kind that we face. Insurance does three fundamental things. First, the insurance industry is expert in risk assessment, and we are in a period of rising risks, and the insurance industry, you can be sure, is in the forefront of measuring the kinds of risks that we face from human-induced environmental change. Second, of course, the insurance industry fundamentally spreads risk. That's obviously what comes first to mind for most people in thinking about insurance. A third feature of the insurance industry is also absolutely critical, however, and that is all of the covenants and safeguards that enter into an insurance policy so that not only are risks spread through insurance, but risks are reduced through preventative actions of property owners or municipalities that are being insured, and through effective methods of response, emergency response and property safety in response to events when they occur. We need all three of these functions of the insurance industry. The United States government and our state governments and our municipalities are not making serious risk analyses. They are not taking into account the rising dangers of heat waves, more intense storms, forest fires, new pests, disease transmission, and so forth. This is the essence of insurance company calculations, and we need to put that best practice into use in the United States. Secondly, of course, many of the risks that we face are simply not insured or are insured at horrendously rising premia because of the rising risks. It's estimated that Harvey, Irma, and Maria, the three mega hurricanes that did so much damage this summer, caused a combined property loss of more than $350 billion. Much of that, of course, was not insured. Puerto Rico remains devastated to this day, as do other places that were hard hit by these storms. So the risks are large. We need the insurance, and we need to have better and more reliable insurance. We know that the federal flood insurance program is out of money. It is not properly guided and managed. It's too politicized, and it does not operate under the precepts of insurance. And the third point that is absolutely crucial for the United States is that if we were to put risk management under the proper practice of the insurance industry, we would be demanding that zoning prevent the massive building and sprawl into floodplains, that coastal areas take into account rising sea levels, that we understand the risks of greater flood surge and respond to them if one is to expect insurance coverage in the event of losses. Look at Houston, for example. One headline in the Guardian newspaper regarding Houston in 2016, I believe it was, said it's not if, but when a mega flood will occur. What did Houston do? Almost nothing. What did the state of Texas do? It spent much of its time suing the Environmental Protection Agency and trying to prevent environmental regulations. Then as soon as Harvey hit, of course, Texas has been begging for more than $100 billion of relief, though Texas did not undertake preventative actions and indeed fought the Environmental Protection Agency up and down the line. That's what we call moral hazard. That's what the insurance company helps to prevent. Ex post bailouts of cities, states, businesses, individuals that did not heed risk, that did not take precautions, that were even induced or subsidized to move into high flood risk areas, or that operated in utter denial of human-induced climate change and all of the attendant risks. Therefore, and I'll just end here, we need to bring both the precepts of well-managed insurance and the insurance industry into the full protection and operation within the United States for our rising environmental threats. We need to put programs like the National Flood Insurance Program under proper risk management. We need to help Americans understand that climate change is real, despite the corruption of our politics that tries to deny it. We need to show all over the country what the risks are of rising heat waves, more intense storms, more damaging flooding, more large-scale forest fires, and the like, so that people understand these risks. We need the insurance industry to say, we will help to cover your risks, but only if you are taking the mitigation and adaptation actions consistent with sound insurance principles, taking actions to prevent the massive damages, of course, to prevent and slow the human-induced changes in the first place, and to be prepared with proper scientific evidence for events when they occur. I know that this is the purpose of your meeting. I think it could not be more important. We've had a devastating few months to remind us that whatever the politicians say, and they will say anything, it seems sometimes, for their lobbying and their campaign finance dollars, we are in a dangerous situation. The dangers are rising. The risks are quantifiable. Insurance can help to spread those risks, but insurance, as importantly, can help to reduce those risks through proper science-based management of the challenges that we face. Thank you so much for holding the meeting. I look forward to hearing the results of the deliberations, and please count on me in my capacity as a special advisor on the Sustainable Development Goals to help put the core insurance concepts and expertise into practice on behalf of sustainable development. Thank you very much, and all best wishes for a wonderful meeting.